Hello, I'm Manal from DualDev. We help businesses, government contractors, and NGOs work smarter, not harder, especially in compliance-heavy environments using software and process automation. And if you're still managing vendors in spreadsheets, you're probably missing things like contract renewals, compliance tracking, and audit visibility. So this right here is a full vendor management system built in Monday.com. It acts as your central vendor database and your vendor management system all in one place. So first, I like to structure vendors by lifecycle. Active vendor, pending approvals, and inactive vendors. This keeps everything organized and easy to track. This is your vendor, your main record. This helps you quickly identify high-impact vendors, so you can see where your spend is going. This helps group vendors like consulting, facilities, IT, and logistics. And this is really important. You can visually track when contracts start and end. You can also know who your point of contact is when you assign them one here. Now this is huge, especially in GovCon. Compliant and non-compliant. This helps you immediately identify risk. You can also view and track when your vendor was last reviewed. And just like that, you already have a structured vendor database. Now I'm going to add an example. We're going to do a test. Once you have an active vendor, go ahead and add them in. Set their priority. We're going to set this as high. You can also set the contract value. I'm going to set it as $65,000. We can also go ahead and select the category in the dropdown. I'm going to select consulting. We can also select the contract period. For this, it's going to be active from April 1. Go ahead and click that on the calendar, and you can also click on the arrow at the top to scroll through the months. I'm going to go all the way to July and click July 30th. Once you have the beginning and end date, you can also see how many business days has been selected. You can also set the person assigned to this active vendor task. For example, I'm going to assign myself. You can also select the compliance status. This will be a complaint. The last audit date, again, you can click on the calendar, and I'm going to select March 25th. Now let's make the system actually work for you. You can set up automations like when a contract is nearing its end, you can notify the owner. Or when audit date is due, trigger a reminder. Let's set one up together. We're going to use create an automation. And when the date arrives, we're going to do 3 days. You can also select days, weeks, months, or years before or after the date. I'm going to select before the date. So 3 days before the contract end date arrives, I'm going to notify myself. In the notification, you can add your message. And then click Create Automation. This means that 3 business days before the contract period ends, Monday.com will notify me and send me a notification. Now, if you want to take this further, you can visualize all vendor contracts over time. This helps you see overlaps, renewals, and upcoming risk. And beyond this, you can connect this to dashboards, reporting, or external tools so you can automate things like compliance tracking or vendor performance. but that's where things get a bit more advanced. So instead of using spreadsheets, you now have a centralized, trackable, and audit-ready vendor management system. And this is something we implement all the time for teams managing complex vendor environments. If you like help setting something like this up, you can schedule a discovery call with our team to see if we're a good fit, or sign up for a free trial of Monday.com using our link below, and we'll include a no-cost onboarding call to get you started.